guys, it's Kelly. I am here to plan in my journal encounter today with you, and I'm going to do something a little different, something that's going to require a little creativity on my part. I have these pages from Eclectically Emily that I have had for a very, very long time. Now, these, I'm sure if they are in her shop, or if this shop is, for all I know, this shop could be closed. But I guess I purchased these over a year ago, and I got these two sheets that look like this. Up here in each corner is a half box, and I also got these flags. And you can see that they are the same pattern as the boxes. I also have, from her shop, some ombre heart checklists. I have some decorative boxes and some smaller, like appointment label size, some flags, teardrops, and a few of these. Well, I wanted it to really center around these colors, and I thought that maybe I could pull some of these in. So basically what I've done is I've gone through my stash and I have found some really old stickers that I want to use, but I want to bring them up to date to what I normally do. So while doing that, I also have these half boxes from Sassy Apple Studio that I really, really like. And I thought, since I have 4 half boxes that match just like this, I could also introduce these striped ones, because these rainbow striped ones, because all of these colors are here. So I thought I could do that. I also have from Lisa V Creations, I have these. I love these sunglasses with the beach. I love all these flip-flops. I love these banners. Then along with that, I also have just some Let's Planet, just some, random samplers. And I thought I might could pull something from here somewhere. Some of it has stuff that I can use and some of it doesn't. But I loved these pineapples here. Also, another Let's Planet sampler. There's some, things here. I have some Sweet Peach Planner samplers also, along with another Lisa V creation. And this just made me think of what I'm doing with the Eclectically Emily. I pulled some washi that I think could be used. This reminds me of the ocean. We have the flip-flop, I guess you would call it banners or whatever. And then I had the pineapple washi that has the gold in it. What this is a box. I put, every time I do a plan with me, whatever I have left over, my leftover stickers, I put them in this box to pull from for other things. If I need, a weekend banner or just a certain kind of label or something. I have stuff all the way back from this time last year. And so what I thought I would do is I would also pull from this. I want to get started by thinking about what washi I'm going to use. And this is going to be a little bit longer of a video. So get you something to eat, get a snack, get something to drink. Get you a cocktail or a mocktail or whatever it is that you choose. Or maybe get you some coffee. But I do want to go in and use some things with these as my inspiration. And this is going to be, like I said, in my journaling ECLP. So I really do want to use as much of it as possible and add some things to it. Now, I really do feel like, since this is more of a banner style washi, that it's going to look best at the top. So what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put this up at the top, and because it has a white background, the numbers, I think they're going to show through. So I don't think that I have to worry if I cover them just a little bit. I don't think that's going to be an issue. I'm not going to put any date cover ups or anything like that up there. So let's just go ahead and see what we can do. Here is my Starbucks card that I like to use. So let's just go ahead and go in at the top, all the way across the top edge here. See, I think that it'll be okay because we will be able to see through it. Let me just bend that back just a little bit. Okay, let's just cut this one right here, like that right there. Okay, and see, I can add a flag because I do have some flags. I can add a small flag there, but the overall look I think is very festive. I love the flip-flops hanging, and the fact that I have these samplers that have the flip-flops all over, I just think it's going to come together really fun. So what I have done, technically in the makeup world, we would call it shop my own stash. And so I shopped my stash to see what I had that might go with these stickers, and these are the things that I came up with. And I think it's going to be fun to do something besides just a plain everyday kind of kit, you know, just do something different that requires like some thinking. It's easy to get into a routine when you're planning, but I am allowed a lot of freedom with this particular planner because it is my planner that I use as a journal. And so when we open it up, I think you can see what a cute topper that makes. And we can still see the numbers through, so we've not, you know, hidden anything at this point. Now, what I want to do is think about how I'm going to decorate this. I think that if I put these side by side at the bottom, they would work. I just don't know which direction I want to go with them. I really don't. I mean, I could put just 2 layers here and do it that way, but I really do like the idea of adding this. There are pineapples on here, but you know what? There's not an actual, these are 2 different colors. They may not seem like it on camera, but they actually are 2 very different colors. This is really a hot pink, and this is a darker pink. Here is the solid color. I don't know if you can see the difference there. I really want to use this, but I think I'm going to put it to the side, and I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make some decisions here. I am going to go in with this, if I can find the beginning of it, that is. I'm going to go in with this, and I think I'm just going to layer it so that it looks like maybe the ocean. I think if I layer it in such a way, you know, just one piece on top of the other, it's going to create, you know, the water is, I can't get it open, guys. I don't have any fingernails. Where are my scissors? Here they are. Okay, I am going to put this down. I think that I want to put it so that I'm just not, let me go ahead and tear off that section. It took me forever to get it. And if you hear something in the background, it's just my son. He's here and he's fixing himself something to eat. I think if I lay this down in such a way as to put it side by side, I think what might happen is we might get an actual ocean look from it. So why don't we try just to see what happens? And I mean, all we can do is try and see what it does. I love the look of watercolor, and to me this is, let's see, this is very ocean-like. So yeah, let's just see how it looks, because I really like the way the watercolor looks. Now I have a choice. I can do it like this again, or I can turn it and do it like this. I think that if I do it like this again, it's just like gonna be the way the ocean would be. If you are looking out, you're going to see the darker areas are where it's most deep, you know, and then you have your shallow areas. I think it's going to be really pretty if I just do it as a repeat, like that right there. And I have so many little decorative things to use that I think it's going to look pretty neat. Now I do have that little bit of a boo-boo, but I think maybe that helps. It was from where I was trying to get it open. I couldn't, for some reason I couldn't get it open. But, you know, it's open now and everything's all good. I just wanted to do something different. Like I was saying, you know, sometimes you get into a rut and just doing the same old thing gets old. And I really love planning, but yet I don't want to get tired of it. And I thought, well, why don't you just shop the stash you have instead of using an actual kit for this week in your journal and see what you can find. And that's what I did. And so far, I think that I've come up with some things that will match really well together. I'm excited anyway, so we're just going to see how it goes. We will find out together. And that did not tear straight. I'm okay with that. This is not going to be necessarily about precision as much as it is going to be about just kind of, you know, using some things that have not been used. Now, I could, if I wanted to. I do have, see, it looks like the ocean to me. I think that's really neat. I have this ring, this washi ring. It has all of my really thin, my 3mm washi. And then I keep these rolls that came from, Michael's and the multicolor sets or whatever. And I probably could use like maybe this or an orange or, you know, something like that to put here or whatever, you know, as the beach, so to speak, or something of that nature. But I don't think I want to do that. I have several rings with, you know, different choices on there, but I really like where this is going. I do have this space here, but I think that if I put these down a little further than I normally would and start that way, see, I have 1, 2, 3, I have 12 full boxes, and I'd like to use as many of them as possible. They're also, and of course I love having the half boxes and introducing these from Sassy Apple Studio. These are really actually relatively new in her shop. I just love this. I just don't know how I want to go about doing it. I do think that I want to maybe alternate these kinds of things. I'm gonna save this one for last. Let's go in and let me just start putting some down, and we'll just go with what hits us. And I may use, since I don't have headers, I may use the thin washi rolls as my headers to kind of cut across there. Okay, there's the first one. I love this one. It has the Adirondack chairs on it. I think it is so cute. Uh-oh, this one's not totally cut. There we go. Okay, so, and like I said, I don't even know if Eclectically Emily is still there. If she is, that's awesome. I haven't shopped with her in a very, very long time. In fact, I want to say this is probably, these go back as far as when I first started planning, even possibly. So yeah, I mean, like a really long time ago. Let's go in with do I want to go in with, I think I want to use this one. It has the you know, sort of a different, see, sometimes when stickers aren't cut very well, and you know, back when I first got these, stickers were not being, you know, I mean, you know, everything was still relatively new, so doesn't surprise me that I might, you know, come, oh, I've got to put a solid one down. Let's put the fish down, or do I want to put, Oh gosh, which one do I want to put down? Let's put these down first. And it all seems to be on this one side. So probably at the time, her machine probably needed some new blades or something. Things have just changed so much in the last couple of years since I started planning. And, you know, quality control has changed and all of that. So, okay, let's put this here. Like that right there. And then this one, which is darker. I'd like to be able to use all of these and just alternate them, because I don't really have to have any checklist boxes, but I thought I would put them in if needed. Okay, now for another full box, I would like to go with the pineapple. Yeah, I definitely want to go with the pineapple. Just like that. It's a little bit sideways, but it'll be okay. And then I really love these birds, the parrots, with this one. And plus it will help that this is square with lines. I like that. These are just straight up matte. I have no idea. I definitely want to go in with the sunglasses because I think those will be adorable on the bottom with the, let me just cut that one. I don't know if you guys have a dog or whatever, but Izzy cracks me up. She's so funny because she will be fine. But if me or my son go in the kitchen to start doing anything, she immediately has to, you know, participate. It's really funny. Let's see here. Okay, I have that. I'm thinking about what color I can run as a color as a header, and I'm thinking about this blue. I'm also thinking about this blue. I could do varying colors of blue and a green. I could do that. I think I want to go with, see these hoops, they just unscrew, just like this right here. I think I want to just go with this, and maybe even orange, and then maybe even, we could use pink. Those could be my colors. Let's just go with those. Let's just say we're doing it. Okay, so I think what I want to do is I want to put orange across the bottom. I'll put the blue in the middle, and that's the way we'll do things. Okay, so let's, because it's so fat, it's easier if I close it. But yeah, I mean, she's so funny. She's just like, she'll be perfectly fine, but if one of us goes in there to start, you know, working on anything to eat, then all of a sudden, she's hungry and she's got to eat too. And so she goes to her bowl and to her kibble and she starts working on it. It's funny, you know, she'll lay beside me for as long as needed if I'm sitting on my couch or anything like that. But as soon as I get up and go to the kitchen, then all of a sudden she has to eat as well. Very much like a little human. Bless her heart. She's been kind of sick at her stomach. I don't think I told you guys about my neighbors, but my next door neighbor put a letter in my box. And the letter he put in my box, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start working on these half boxes, and then I'm going to alternate with one of these. So I want to kind of try and, let's see, these boxes like this one here would be good for above this one because of the color. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it in here. He typed a letter and put it in my mailbox. See, I haven't built a fence around my backyard yet. The neighbors to one side of me have a fence, and then he and I, there's only a section of fence separating our patios. So we, you know, there's like a bit of privacy anyway. So he put a letter in my box saying that he would always come to me first, but that he would appreciate it if my dog would quit pooping in his yard. Well, excuse me. My dog has not pooped in his yard, not one time. And it angered me that he did that. I mean, it really did bother me. It really, really bothered me. I think I'm just going to go with this floral one because it really doesn't match any of the others. And I'll put it here. This is going to be my son's section of info here where I write down things that have to do with him. But yeah, I mean, I was just like, well, the gall of it all. My dog, I am a very, very courteous person, and I'm very courteous as far as, you know, the neighbors are concerned. I have never allowed her to go over to his side of the yard, not even get close to it. She's never done anything in his yard. And I've always made sure of that because, you know, it's just a common courtesy situation. And so he wrote me, you know, he typed up this big letter and put it in my box instead of just coming and talk to me. So I went and knocked on his door. I just went and knocked on his door, and I was just like, can you come show me where you're saying that she goes? Because I know where she goes. She's never gone anywhere near your side of the area. And I think you need to consider the fact that since our yards are not, you know, fenced in, that any dog can get in our area. And I let him know that the people on the other side, you know, they have a large dog, and she lets that dog out a lot. And, you know, I can't control that dog, and I can't control, and I told him, I said, when I moved in here, my dad went to look at my backyard, and one of the first things he did is say, well, somebody's dog is using the bathroom because there's poop everywhere in your backyard already. And that was before Izzy had even been to my home yet. So, yes. Okay, let's see what we can do here with some of these things. I think that what we need to do, I'm trying to decide what kind of look I'm going for. You see what I'm saying? I think the yellow, I do have, you know, enough to do all yellow. And I think that if I do that, that would be really pretty. I'm also trying to decide what I want to do in between. Decisions. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and put these across the top first. But yeah, I just told him, I was like, look, it's not my dog. I come out with her. I mean, he did kind of, you know, throw around, there's a leash law situation, and I didn't want to go to the HOA without talking to you first. So, I mean, he was kind of trying to be a little bit of a smarty pants about it. But my dog has not ever been in his yard, and I go out with her every time she goes, and I know exactly where she prefers to do her business at, and it's nowhere near his yard. And she's learned, you know, all I have to do is just say, back this way a little bit, and she comes back further, closer to me. And, you know, yeah. So anyway, I you know, had a discussion with him, and I told him, I said, look, I can promise you it's not my dog. And when you don't have a fenced-in yard and you live in a neighborhood where everybody has pets, any dog can roam into your yard at any time. And, you know, it was goofy of him to think otherwise. I mean, did he really think that it was only my dog? I mean, it was obviously happening in my yard because nobody was here to run anybody off. But when it comes to, you know, everybody else, you know, I guess, you know, those dogs just don't go near. I'm going to put the pink up here. It's going to darken it up. I'm going to need to use the blue on that top because it's not as transparent as the pink. So I think I'm just going to use the blue on the top. And I'll just go across like I did on the orange. Yeah, I was very disturbed by that. Of course, my son couldn't wait for me to get back in so he could find out what was said. And I told him, I said, he really does think that Izzy is messing in his yard. And she's not. She's never used his yard for any reason at all. Because I'm always out there with her. And see, the reason I'm always out there with her is because she is precious to me. I would never let her out of my sight when I don't have her fenced in an area. I mean, my goodness. I even fear, you know, which I know has happened. I fear like a hawk or something. We have a lot of hawks in, you know, Alabama in the wild. And I have feared that, you know, she could get scooped up by a hawk even. I mean, they don't think anything about scooping down and getting your animals. And, you know, it just put me out just a little bit. That's all. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do, since I don't need a full thing here, what I'm thinking about doing is going in with this and alternating what I was using before. So in other words, maybe go in with like this one. There is still some fuzz. It doesn't matter how much I think this is going to be fine. I'm going to go through and it'll basically take up the bottom two for most of these, but I think it's going to be okay. I've used everything but these. So what I want to do is I will cut these just like that, and I'll add those to my box, and I'll put this in the trash. Okay, now let's go in with some more. I have plenty here. Let's put the drinks down. See, it's just not cut very well. Like I said, a couple of years ago, guys, you know, it wasn't an abnormal thing to happen. I think I want to put these next. It's not, these boxes are a hair taller than the ones that are patterned. But that's fine because I have so much deco. And I also have all of these flags. I want to use a bunch of those. Okay, now let's go in with this. I'm not going to have quite enough, but I think I'm going to have enough that it's not going to matter. I think I'm going to be able to okay, I'm sorry I got quiet there for just a minute, but I was cutting this one loose. There, like that. It's going to be just sort of like a puzzle piece in a way, I guess you could say. Let's get this one down. I love these fish. I think they're so cute. What I've been doing is just cutting away this extra edge here very carefully, just like that. You can see that it's starting to build up on my scissors. Okay, but that's what I've been doing. I love these fish. They're so pretty. I just wanted to use stickers that I've just not, I bought them years ago and then I never touched them. So yeah, let's go in now with, I think that if I introduce a couple of these, like a striped one maybe, and maybe one of those, I think I can get by. So let me go in with this one, and I think I'm going to put it here, and then I will put a striped one. I mean, I'm not using these for anything, guys. You see what I'm saying? And I'm wanting it to be sort of like a patchwork quilt. I want it to be, you know, one of those situations where I am, and see, to me, this could be definitely, you know, Hawaiian or anything like that. So I think that just adding these few things in, it's sort of like my Use It Up series, but I'm doing it here with my with my extras that I've had, you know, all this time. Okay, so I was able to use a few of these. These are really beautiful from Sassy Apple Studio. You can get those. I want to go ahead and I do want to separate these with, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. It may or may not work. We're about to find out. Actually, it's not bad. I'm going to have to go across the top of that one just a touch though, because of the fact that this is a little bit taller than these, which made this one taller, but I'm okay with it. It's just going to be very colorful, very summery, very tropical, hopefully. See, I've been able to totally cover it and use this white space full of, let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it like this. No, not exactly. Like that right there. And then this right here. And that across there. I was trying to get it just exact, guys. But yeah, I mean, I just thought, you know what? I don't care if it matches. I want it to match. I want it to look good. But if it doesn't, I'm okay with it, you know? I love this. I love this. I just love it. It's like a patchwork quilt of something, you know, that, so I do have a small to-do list at the top of each page should I need it. But I also have tons of room to decorate. So let's start going in with some of the things that I know I want to include. Let me put those rolls away, and I'm going to cut away like this right here, and I'll put that in my box too, because I really don't need those, and I can throw another sheet away. So I've used up, you know, a couple of sheets here, and I've used up some colors in some of these things. So I really like that. Okay, I do have the solids that I can use from here, and I have these, which I just love. I think what I want to do, I think I want to kind of alternate these and kind of, you know, I don't know how to put it. I just want to put a flag on all of the solid ones and have them, you know, rotate really well. For example, let me see here. Uh-oh, these don't feel like they've even been cut at all. They have not. These have been cut. These have not. I would have to cut every one of these out. They've not even been cut. See, that's just the difference in the way things, you know, have changed. You know, y'all, you just can't know. Okay, so for example, this pattern here, I'm going to put on the fish. Just like that. Okay. And then for the flamingos, I think I want to put here. Just like that. And just alternate these, you know, like really fun like. And yes, this is going to go over the heart, and I don't care. I just want to make it colorful and fun and all of those things. Let's see. I can put, I really like, the birds are down here. I really do like, I like this though. I think this is really unique with the Adirondack chairs. I'm going to put it right there. Just like that right there. Okay. And then over here, let's put the watermelon drink on this one. So I was able to settle with my neighbor. I just explained to him that, you know, obviously it's not my dog doing that, and that I'm sorry that was happening. But I could assure him that it wasn't. I said, but if it happens again, feel free to come knock on my door, and I can tell you if it's hers or not. Oh gosh, I really want to use, yeah, I think I want to use, there's just so many options here. And I'm just wanting to use as many flags and patterns as I possibly can. Okay, now for down here, let's go in with something very different for this one. Let's go in with this. I think it'll show really pretty. I don't think I'm going to have a need for anything, you know, that's solid. I think I'm going to be able to get by without it. Let's go in with this one here. And then let's go in with, let's go in with this one. Let's go in with it here. Okay, what other ones have I not used? I've used the fish, and I have not used the dolphins. Okay, let's use the dolphins on top of the flamingos. It'll be fun and something different for me to, you know, to color with and that sort of thing. Okay, let me see. Sunglasses have not been used. Let's use those here. Like that right there. I need 2 more that I haven't used. Which ones have I not used? Okay, I used the pineapples. I may have to repeat 1 or 2, but I don't think I will. I shouldn't have to. I used these. I've not used the drinks. That's the one of them that I've not used. So we can put it here. It's just going to be fun to write on this all week, I think. Okay, and that leaves one that I have not used. But which one is it? I used that. I used the drinks. I used the floral. I used the fish. There's 2 there that I've not used, but let's see. I may can use a solid on this one. Let's just go ahead and use another pineapple though, because I used the small pineapple here, and this is a large pineapple. So I'm just going to use this one, and I'll put those to the side. It reinforces also the division I have here. Okay, so I was able, I'll have to cut these by hand if I use them again, but I may end up coming back in with more of those here shortly. Okay, so I do have a couple of things that I do need to mark, honestly, just because I need to remember them. I have doctor's appointments this week, and I think that I want to sort of mark them maybe all along this bottom line here, because I have so many this week. I have one coming up on Monday, right there, and that's a doctor's appointment. I have one Wednesday, okay, and then I have one Thursday and one Friday. So I'm getting a little bit of everything in this week, just like this. I'm not being overly precautious as far as the way that I'm laying these in here. I'm just trying to have fun with the colors, you know. So those are my doctor appointments. I do have several of these, you know, that I could probably use, but I really just choose not to. I don't want to, you know, overdo any more than I'm already doing. It's going to be really, really busy. So I could probably, you know, cut these down and that sort of thing, but I'm going to just put them up here with that, because there's things that I may, you know, use later in the in the spread. I do need something to use for my weekend banner, and I don't know if there's a weekend banner on any of these or not. I think there's one here. I'm not crazy about the colors of it. Let's see, there's this one. That actually might be kind of fun because I used this dark blue to put it down through there, like that right there. I kind of like that. Okay, let's see what else we can pull from these things. Okay, I don't have anything, any reason at all for, there's a planner. Let's just put the planner down here, there. Okay, see if there's anything on here we can use. I don't like that weekend. I don't have any return library books, but you know what? I can put this down to remind me of the things that I need to do to take care of Izzy this week, which is really cute. I love these pineapples, and I'm going to use those, I do believe. I have the floral that I can alternate with those. I think that will be great. Okay, I love the rubber ducky. And then I have, okay, well, let me put this down because that will be a rack day for me. Okay, let's see. I'm going to have laundry several days this week, so I can mark that. I can mark one here, and I can mark the other one here, just like that. Love it. Okay. Let's see. I'm on a no spend because I can't afford anything, guys. I can't afford anything. Okay, let's just go to the next one. Oh, there is this one here that I'll use, this television. The only thing that I like to watch is on Friday nights, and that is RuPaul's Drag Race. So I will definitely, you know, do that. I'm going to come back and use these. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that I just, you know, like have to use here. Okay. I do love this, and oh gosh, I'm thinking about using it for something. I just don't know what. I've got to figure out something for my sidebar too. Let's just go ahead and use what I'm going to use at the top. Oh, these are so adorable. I love this. I'm going to put this one here in the corner, the little pineapple. I'm going to put that one there. Okay, and then I have these individuals. So I'm going to pop a flower here and a pineapple here and a flower here. Are you with me, guys? And a pineapple here and a flower here and a pineapple here. And you really can't see that I didn't use, you know, any of those things. Okay, let's see here. Is there anything else? Okay, I can use this for trash on, oh, I'm putting it on the wrong day. It's on Tuesdays now. Just as a reminder. Okay, nobody's birthday. I'm just going to put, this says it's bubbles and it says bath time. I'm going to put this beside, I'm going to put that beside there. I think that's really adorable. Now, let's, instead of coffee, let's use a fruity drink because this is very tropical. So for Monday, it'll be, instead of Coffee Monday, it's going to be Fruity Drink Monday. Let me go ahead and put this down so I can measure my weight on that day. Okay. I'm loving this so far. This is so fun. I love, you know, coming up with this. Is just too tropical to not use. but where? I'm thinking just somewhere random even. I'm thinking like maybe, you know, just random. I think I'm just going to put it here. You know, like that. I mean, this is so cool. All right. And then I think that ice cream is definitely something that we could use. So let's go in with that on that plain one there, and over here on this plain one, just like that. See how these, I tell you what, samplers are awesome. If you can actually use them, I think they're awesome. I really do. I just love it. Okay, I love that I'm getting to use these. Okay, so I have put in a few things. Now I had these that I said I wanted to, you know, kind of decorate with. I think because I have this right here, I don't really have any headers, but I think what I'm going to do is just like a, I'm going to do right underneath, well, maybe right along this line here. I think what I'm going to do is just like a full week to do, that sort of thing. I don't think there's anything, oops, I'm sorry, I bumped the camera tripod. I think that I want to just leave it like that. And it'll just be a weekly to do. And yeah, I think that that's fine. I think I can do it that way. I don't see why I couldn't. I was looking at some of these others. See, I have this one here too that I can use. Okay, so let's give this side some love with that. I don't think that it went straight. That's just my personal opinion. And these are much nicer, I can tell. They are, they're easier to remove. So let's do this. I think what I want to do, I have this and it's fun and festive. So let's just put this down to aim at those of things we want to do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, just like that. And let's open it up and see how things are going. Because guys, you know, all I do in this really is just journal and, you know, keep up with, you know, fun stuff. And so I think what I want to do is I'm going to put this over the words thankful thought. Just like that right there. And I think what I want to do is I want to put these glasses in here a little bit sideways. And I want to put some of these flip-flops in here because they are so dang cute. I love these floral ones. They have to go. They have to go. Just adorable. Okay, now let's find some other places that are kind of plain that I can add some of these colorful shoes. I really like the idea of, I really do like all of them. Okay, I like these right here. I like the idea of them being right here, like that right there. And then over here, I like these. Like that right there. Okay. This is fun, guys. It's just breaking out of the box. You know, I've got in places to write. I've got a place to make a checklist if I need to. I'm reminding myself of the weekend and my TV show and washing the dog, laundry, happy mail. But yet I also have, you know, my places that I reserve to write, you know, things that have to do with my son. And then I have these for fun. And I'm going to put these like this, like that right there. And I think I'm going to put in some of these flip-flops along the bottom because they just are too fun not to. See, these are together. I love this. So fun. Okay, let's find another pair that are together, like this right here. Okay. I still think that I want to use this, but I think that I want to put it, you know, like in a random place. Let's put, no, that I've got those there. Let's see. Where can I put these that, yeah, I think right there's perfect. Yes. Okay, now, tons of flip-flops. That's what we need. I love these that have, they're separate, but they're really cute because they have the little anchors on them. Okay, cute. All right, let's see. How about these yellow ones? I love these. And they are separate, so we can put them together. Like that right there. I love the idea of using flip-flops for these. Are these together? Yes, they're together. I'm going to put them right here. Just like that. Now I want to go in and I would like to use, is this all one? Yes, this is all one long thing. Where can we, oh, I know where I want to put it. I know exactly where I want to put it. If I can get it to come loose. Like I said, these are really old, guys. All of these are really, really old. Just like that. Guys, how colorful and how like crazy looking is this? I love it though. I mean, it's just so fun. And all I did was use samplers and then this one sheet of flip-flops and sunglasses. And I'm in love. I just think it is so stinking cute and fun. It's something that I would not normally probably do. It's very random. And I think that's why I love it so. It is very random. I love this. This is going to be so fun. I have summer fever so bad. This week is going to be so fun to start writing in my journal. My son will be coming tonight, which is Sunday night. I can start tomorrow documenting things. I can fill in a few things that I need to remember for the week. I can fill in my doctor appointments. Everything else will be just journaling. I love it. It was fun. It made me think outside the box. It made me think about what am I going to put where and how can I use things other than headers and where can I pull things from? And I never even opened my box full of stuff. So I'm going to put those that I cut away in there. And I'm going to put these in here. And I think I'm going to put these in here too. Because that way I'll know where they are. And I love keeping this little box. Don't even know where I got this box from. But it's perfect for unused stickers. I absolutely am in love with this. It's colorful, it's summer, it's beach, it's tropical, it's everything all wrapped in one, and it's crazy on top of it, and I love it. They say something about, you know, a disorganized life, you know, disorganized mind or whatever, but you know what? I love this kind of clutter. I love that I have a tropical drink instead of a coffee for this week. It's just fun. Okay, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed watching me piece this together. I think it was a lot of fun to just grab some stuff, whether it's samplers, very old stickers from shops that I don't even know if they exist still. But it's fun to just pull things together and just put it down on the paper and go with it sometimes and not have an actual plan. And that's what I did. If you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate that. And gosh, guys, I don't know what to say other than this was fun, and I'm glad that you went on the journey with me. And I hope that you have now finished your cocktail or your mocktail and your snack. And that's going to be it. I wish you guys the best, and I will talk to you later. Have a great week.